season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. To throw quickly, here's Mariota. They'll get this out to Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mariota now. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. Mariota. He finds his man, complete. That's Snyder.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll throw again. Mariota.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
4th down, Mariota. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mariota. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That one goes for 8 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On play action, Mariota. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 26, check 26. Switch.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The Chiefs at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Watch 26, Mike. 26, Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Malik Harrison coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big play there for KC. 55 yards. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
They're running it. Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
First down, Mariota. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Mariota on first down. Flush to his right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it Jarred loose, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota, he finds his man, complete. That's Snyder. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. To throw again on second down. Mariota. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. All right, D, let's go. All right, D. Mike 22.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
On 4th down, Dom Maggio out to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing, Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Snyder. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They go play fake. Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Check it back.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down.
in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger, and this time it costs them 2 points.
Now Landry. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Mariota now to throw on first down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 54 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
Mariota will look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. That's 22.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Third quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Mariota. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Nicole Hardman, 43 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with two guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt, the will as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Brought down by Willie Gay.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Kamara. And some room to roam now. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. A 10th carry for Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And he may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mahomes will throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Mahomes to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Alontae Taylor, and the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain...
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. And here's Edwards-Helaire, and he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So a little under 50 seconds to go, plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere.